later on in the show.
During last night's Republican presidential debate, the issue of Social Security insolvency came up. Texas Governor Rick Perry was questioned on statements he has made in the past regarding the program. So what did Perry say last night? And is he right? Ben has the reality check.
Well, in his book, Fed Up, Rick Perry wrote that Social Security is an illegal Ponzi scheme. During the debate last night, he was again asked about those comments, and the Texas governor did not back down. He again said that the program is a Ponzi scheme, and he added this.
And it is a monstrous lie. It is a Ponzi scheme to tell our kids that are 25 or 30 years old today, you're paying into a program that's going to be there.
Well, named after Boston conman Charles Ponzi, it is a fraudulent investment operation. Let me show you how it works. Let's say that I get Tricia to invest with my firm. Now, when she wants a return on the money she gave me, well, technically, I haven't actually invested her money in anything. So I get Brian Giesenslaw involved. I then pay Tricia back with Brian's money. And then when Brian wants a return on his money, well, I recruit Steve Horsemeyer and pay Brian back with Steve's money. In its essential design, it's a con, because the scheme requires an ever-increasing number of new participants to pay off the earlier investors. They inevitably collapse. So is that Social Security? Well, it is true that Social Security depends on future investors to pay for the current ones. But Social Security isn't an individual investment plan. It's a government insurance plan that offers seniors a predictable income. Retirees, well, they do depend on future workers to pay their Social Security benefits. But unlike a Ponzi scheme, nobody pretends otherwise. Under the program's design, if you die before you become eligible, your estate doesn't get your money. If you live longer than average, you get more than what you paid in. Social Security is also referred to as a Ponzi scheme because money is taken out of the Social Security Trust Fund and the feds move it around to Treasury bonds, taken from one place but used in another.
Anybody that's for the status quo with Social Security today is involved with a monstrous lie to our kids, and it's not right.
The lie, says Governor Perry, is that Social Security will be there in the future. Unlike regular investments, participants in Social Security, they don't own their accounts. For years, Social Security collected more in payroll taxes than it paid out in benefits. But that is no longer the case. The program is now drawing on the surplus accumulated during those years. By the year 2036, the program's actuaries predict that Social Security will have exhausted its reserves and will only be able to pay about 77% of the promised benefits, a system that Mitt Romney defended during the same debate.
You say that by any measure, Social Security is a failure. You can't say that to tens of millions of Americans who live on Social Security and those who have lived on it.
So here's what you need to know. Charles Ponzi's scheme was unsustainable because the basic math of a system required ever-increasing and unrealistic numbers of investors. But the reality is that Social Security system is also unsustainable, at least the way it's currently structured. And that's because for those 25 and 30-year-olds that Governor Perry spoke of, they will have to support an increasing number of retirees who have much fewer workers to support them. And that math doesn't work either. And that is Reality Check.